41st District Tournament. Boys side of the action opens up here at the Frankfort Convention Center. Jim Tyree, Glenn Waldrop along with you to bring you the action as the number 1 seed Franklin County Flyers take on the Western Hills Wolverines in 41st District action. Brought to you by David Toll's Tire Pros and Mattress & More.
David Tolles is killing our service department. What's his secret?
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. David Tolles will be that man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. Would you take your car to anyone else? David Tolles Auto Pro on Duncan Road.
When the Sealy factory's backed up with extra inventory, guess where they go to move it? Mattress & More. Right now, during our Sealy closeout event, get limited quantity Sealy sets for pennies on the dollar. And when they're gone, they're gone. Special purchase pillow top queen sets, $2.99. Sealy with gel cooling foam queen sets, $3.97. And save over $800 on Sealy Plus Euro pillow top queen set, $4.98. Plus, get up to 60 months interest-free with free same-day delivery. Ends Monday at Mattress & More.
Welcome back to the Frankfort Convention Center. You see the brackets on your screen of the 41st District Basketball Tournament. Franklin County taking on Western Hills in our action tonight. 1 seed versus 4. And this Western Hills team, 3-26, Glenn, on the season. But the record is a little bit dismaying. They can turn it on when they want to. And it all starts with a young man on the inside by the name of Kyle Fisher. He can be dominant when he wants to be.
He can be dominant, but not really inside. He's the type of guy who can step out on the floor, shoot the perimeter jumper, and really provide some matchup problems for an opponent. But you mentioned this Western Hills team, 3-26. A lot of teams throughout a year like that will quit. They will say, we're not playing well, that's it. Effort's been there. Jeff Cody's excited about how hard they play. If they can just find a way to score points and avoid the big 12-0, 14-0 rut, he feels like they've got a chance to be in this basketball game. It's all about finding a way to getting the ball in the basket, and Kyle Fisher is a big key part of that to hopefully give Western Hills an opportunity to stay in this game.
Franklin County has won both meetings between these two teams this season. We'll talk a little bit more about that later this evening. The boys, though, for Franklin County, 14-11, and that's misleading. They're a better team than that, aren't they, Glenn?
They are indeed. They are a very good basketball team, shooting 48% as a team from the field, which is dynamite. Not a great three-point shooting team, but they get to the rim. And when you're talking about getting to the rim and matchup problems, Rylan Rowe, almost 17 points per game. He is explosive. He will shoot the three, but his game is defense, transition, slashing to the basket. And when he gets help with Lorenzo McCaskill and Ryan Snyder and others, they can be a dangerous basketball team. They've played a good schedule. Franklin County 6-0 in the district, 14-11 on the season. They feel like they've got the makings with the senior-laden team to make a deep run in the 11th region, which happens to be played right here on this floor. But it starts with Rylan Rowe. He's their point guard, their defensive stopper. When he goes, they go. Keep an eye on him, number 10.
You mentioned their three-point shooting. Not a great three-point shooting team. As a matter of fact, their leader in three-point field goal percentage is a forward in the starting lineup. It's DeMarcus Kennedy. That's a little surprising. We'll be back for the opening tip coming up in just a moment on FPB Sports.
You won't be sorry.
Well,
I got the job.
Sorry, Dad. I gotta run.
One more thing, son. I'm proud of you.
FPB is here for you.
broadband, cable, and local phone. Stay connected for life's special moments.
Ready for tip here on FPB Sports. 41st District Basketball Tournament. First game on the boys' side of things. Western Hills taking on Franklin County. Western Hills the 4 seed, Franklin County the 1, and we're ready for Wiley to go against Fisher in a center circle. The officials tonight, Glenn?
Mike Akers, the referee, Larry Lewis, and Jay Anderson.
Franklin County gets the tip. Schneider has it. We'll call out the play. Western Hills starts in the 2-3 zone with Anderson and Hurst at the top. Go over the starting lineups here in just a moment. There you see them on your screen for Franklin County. It's Wiley, Rowe, McCaskill, Schneider, and Roberts, and a 3 early by Rowe. Not a three-point shooting team. He must have heard you, Glenn. He sinks it.
He can hit the 3. They don't shoot it at a great clip, but you've got to step out on him. If you allow him to step into it from the wing or out at the top of the key, he can hurt you. No look pass stolen away there. Nobody home. Roberts up with it.
Hadfield tried to get a little fancy with it, and he has it stolen. First turnover of the game. Looking to the outside. The wing is Wiley. They'll go inside now to McCaskill and back to Wiley. Can't keep the basketball, though. It's loose. Reed will come out of the pack. Too far ahead for Anderson to chase it down.
And you've got to value every possession when you're an underdog, 3-26 like Western Hills. You get the turnover there, take care of the ball, run your set, get a good look, make Franklin County play defense, attack where you can. That wasn't the spot. Take care of the basketball, value every possession, especially here in tournament time.
No play call. Rowe asking what's the play going to be called. They'll go inside to Roberts. That's the play, and a loose ball taken away. Knocked away originally by Reed, and Fisher comes down with it. Hurley down the floor. It is Hurst blocked by Roberts, and he lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Hurst. It'll go over to Franklin County, another turnover.
Like it there as you see the play out of Chris Roberts. He flashed against the zone, got the basketball, made a bad pass, didn't pout, hustled back down the floor, gets the block that leads to the turnover. That's a nice senior move. A lot of seniors on both teams here. Western Hills starting 4 along with a sophomore, 4 seniors and a junior on the floor for Franklin County. A lot of experience out there.
Hills starting lineup as the foul is called underneath. They're going to give this to Kyle Fisher. First foul called of the game, and going to the line will be McCaskill, who got free on the baseline. Starting lineup for Hills: Hatfield, Reed, Hurst, Anderson, and Fisher.
You're talking about McCaskill there. Averaging 14 points per game. He came back off the football field and struggled early, and he's really picked up the pace. Got his basketball legs under him the last half of the season. Has been a huge addition, shooting 50% from the field, averaging almost 15 a game. What a nice addition about halfway through the year before he really got going for Tommy Johnson.
Press here by Franklin County causes Western Hills some problems. Tommy Johnson wanted a walk over there by Hurst, but doesn't get the call. And now Hurst drives, free throw lane. Out to Reed for 3. Partially blocked, I think, by Schneider, and chased down in the corner. Reed couldn't get to it in time. Neither could Fisher. And a turnover. Actually, not a turnover, just a missed rebound, and it'll go to Franklin County.
Tommy Johnson and the Flyers really want to pressure Jeff Cody's guards. And you see Jeff Cody there in his first year. It's a rough one, but as I said, he loves the way his kids are still competing. Tommy Johnson wants to see his guards really, really pressure the basketball and make it hard for Western Hills to try to get the ball in low to guys like Kyle Fisher. Nice take.
Easy pickings for Ryland Rowe. Drove into the lane, hits the 6-foot leaner, and it's real quick here, 6-0. 3 trips down the floor for the Wolverines. Have netted no points and a couple of turnovers. Bad start for Jeff Cody's team. Inside, Anderson loses it, tried to save it, goes out on his hands. And another turnover. That is the 3rd turnover in 4 trips for Western Hills. They're still seeking their first points.
Just a good look there. Tommy in his second year, of course, a Frankfort High graduate and coaching at Franklin County now and doing a great job. But Western Hills, Coach Cody talked about it. They've had those problems where they'll go 5 or 6 trips without a basket, and then you find yourself down double digits when that happens. See a foul here.
Going to get a blocking call here on Western Hills. I believe they call.
That's going to go against Michael Hatfield.
Yep, Hatfield, a block on the baseline. Let's see if he was there. May have been there, but it may have been Schneider getting around him. Schneider will go to the free throw line for 2. And the first one will bounce in, and now it's 7-0.
Schneider, just a great player. He's got size. He can shoot the three. He slashes. He plays defense. He rebounds. Just one of those glue guys that this Franklin County team is so happy to have that really could propel them to be one of those dangerous teams in the 11th region.
8-0, and the start that Jeff Cody couldn't live with here has happened. 5:10 left to go and counting.
Here's a trap situation, almost a steal.
Reed got rid of it to a teammate. Fisher double pumped, able to get his rebound and put it in. The first points to Kyle Fisher. He stayed with it, Glenn.
But right, that just rose slashing to the basket, and you can tell this Franklin County team wants to attack on both ends of the floor. Didn't pout. They gave up the first basket, and they got two back about 3 seconds later.
Inside to Hurst. Knocked away from him. It will remain with the Wolverines. Knocked away from behind. That may have been McCaskill who came up, or Schneider there on your screen, and knocked that away from Hurst from behind.
And Rylan Rowe favoring his right hip just a little bit after he fell to the floor on that make, and keep an eye on that.
Reed the drive. Got around Roberts, but put too much on the shot. Schneider the rebound the other way quickly, and a steal by Hurst. And he's all alone. McCaskill gambled, and it cost him.
Hurst there, really nice hands, and then beats McCaskill down the floor. And now maybe you'll see Western Hills get their legs under them a little bit, calm down, get a couple of buckets in about halfway through the first quarter. And if you're Franklin County, you just want to keep on keeping on here, just attacking the defense of Western Hills, trying to play zone, slow it down, but County really doing a nice job moving without the basketball.
McCaskill gets free away from Fisher. Roberts, the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. Wiley gets a shot. He can't get it to go. And then last touch by Fisher, bounced on the baseline as Roberts was able to finally get it. Let's see if Fisher is the last one to touch it. Right there, great call by the official. Schneider a three out of the inbounds pass. No good, and the rebound to Hurst. Wolverines running. Here's Anderson. Off the board, no, but the rebound putback is good by Hatfield. And now it's 10-6. Western Hills clawing back into this. The Wolverines with some good rebounding. A couple of second chance points buckets here.
Layups are really vital here, and you get a turnover. When you're nervous and you don't have your legs under you quite yet, you really just want to get to the rim, get those easy buckets, and then try to find the flow of the game. You know, everybody's pumped up for district tournament. It doesn't matter if you're 26-3 or 3-26 like Western Hills. This is your chance. It's a new season. It doesn't matter what happened those 29 games. We can come out and get the upset against our arch rival and go play in a regional tournament. That's the dream that everybody has when you get into district play. So Western Hills has just got to find a way to sort of weather this storm. And if you're Franklin County, it's just keep putting the pressure on. This team has not had a lot of wins. They're eventually going to find out, well, it's just another one of those nights where it's not good enough. That's what you've got to try to make them think.
Three-point shot by Hatfield is no good. And the rebound came down to McCaskill ahead to Rowe. And couldn't get it to go, but he was so far under that it was a tough angle for him. Rebound to Western Hills.
That was a great look ahead by, I believe it was McCaskill. Just couldn't finish.
Kennedy, sorry, Glenn. DeMarcus Kennedy into the game for Demetrius Wiley, who is sit down. And an outside shot thought about by Reed. Fisher said, you know what, I'll take it. Off to the side. That didn't look good leaving his hand.
We've seen Fisher. He can hit that shot, and they're going to need him to if Western Hills is going to have a chance to get the upset in this game. They need every opportunity at points they can get. Fisher's one of those guys.
McCaskill from about 23. It didn't go. Kennedy an offensive rebound. And now Rowe with it on the corner. All the way around, left side, Schneider, and he walked. Shuffled his feet. Good defense that time, I thought, by Fisher. Glenn stayed right with Schneider, and Reed over there helped him out.
And, you know, you can sort of feel there's a bit of a flow now. It looked like it was just going to be a rout as this game started with Franklin County, and now it's sort of like one of those boxing matches where you take a couple of big shots early and it gets your head swimming a little bit, and you have to find a way to get on the ropes, collect yourself, and then keep battling. And that's what Western Hills has done here. As you saw their first sub, Corey Waller, into the game, who is one of those kids that does a little bit of everything for Western Hills.
Hard-nosed basketball player. Turnover as Schneider able to jump into the passing lane, take it away, gets it off. Kennedy wide open for the layup. He missed it. Robertson offensive rebound, and Waller comes down with it. How did that shot by Kennedy not go down? Reed quickly the other way for the Wolverines. Gets under Roberts, lost the basketball, out to Waller for three. No good. and Roberts the rebound. Hard to get second chance points when Roberts has position.
Roberts the leading rebounder for Franklin County at almost 8 per game, and he knows his role in this team. It's stay around the basket, rebound, get some putbacks. That guy's role is to score the basketball, and Rylan Rowe does just that.
Another three, this time from the right side, just off the top of the key, and a timeout called by Western Hills. 13-6, and Rowe has 10 points to start the game.
It's illegal.
It's unsafe.
It kills.
Western Hills will inbound. They had cut the lead to 4. There's some tough-nosed rebounding, but Rylan Rowe has hit another 3. He has 10 of the 13 points on the Franklin County side of the scoreboard. It is 13-6, nearing the end of the first quarter. Hurst will drive, get around Matthew Lee, who's in for Franklin County. Anderson, 12-footer on the baseline is no good. Reed almost had the offensive rebound, but it skips away to McCaskill. He'll drive inside after getting the return pass, put up an off-balance shot that goes. First bucket for McCaskill.
McCaskill so strong there to the basket, and that's going to be a foul before the shot.
Western Hills giving Franklin County a dose of their own medicine, going right to the rim, being very aggressive. And Matthew Lee will commit the foul.
Western Hills, if they can attack at the right times, you know, that's what you want to do. But if you can't get into your set, run your offense. That was a good set last time down. Got a nice cut from Anderson on the baseline. He just couldn't finish.
What an off-balance back or behind his shoulder shot by Hurst. And somehow the teardrop falls down and through, and it's 15-8.
And now Franklin County just going to make them come out and play here. Try to pull Western Hills out of this zone.
And Rowe will get around Reed, but bring it back, curl back around. Well, Rowe may have had a lane to get through there to get to the rim. Kennedy now, left wing. Inside McCaskill. Finds Wiley, turns on Fisher. Wild shot, doesn't go. Rebound Wiley, puts it up and in. 5 seconds left. Wiley's first bucket. And a long half-court shot is no good by Hurst. And the buzzer sounds on the first quarter. Well, Western Hills kept it to a single-digit lead. It's 9. We thought it would be a riot. Let's see if they could rebound when we head to the second quarter here in the 41st District Basketball Tournament.
It will begin at 12 noon Tuesday morning. It will end at 10 Tuesday night. I'm talking about the final day, the last 10 hours of that multi-million-dollar wall-to-wall midwinter clearance at all Kentuckiana locations of Furniture Liquidators. They're celebrating 50 years. Tuesday only from noon till 10 p.m. Final day winter clearance price reductions on everything. Plus, no down payment and no interest for 1 full year, even at final reductions. See the ads from Furniture Liquidators in Monday's Courier-Journal or your local paper.
You see on the screen the leading scorers through 1 quarter of play. Rowe has 10 points for Franklin County. Hurst has 4 for Western Hills. Fans out in full force here tonight. What a great venue for district basketball. I've done this a long time, Glenn. I know you have too, but this is one of the better arenas for basketball, at least at this level, that I have been in my career.
It's really good. The floor is great. You know, the experience is good. A lot of good seating. Really a special experience. It's a you know, D1, small D1 type atmosphere in the gymnasium. And, of course, the 11th Region Tournament will be here next week. The Women's NAIA National Tournament will be here. Just a great venue. Robin Antonucci and her crew here at the Frankfort Convention Center do a great job getting these events ready, and we hope everyone throughout the community will come out and support these tournaments and give Frankfort an opportunity to keep things like this here in the community, because it is really nice for everyone. Economy-driven as well. It really helps businesses locally.
Fisher walks, trying to get an inside shot. Schneider tried to draw a charging foul. I think Fisher may have gotten away with one. They call him for the travel. Ball to Franklin County. Matthew Lee still in. On the floor, it's Kennedy, Wiley, Schneider, McCaskill, and Lee. And a little dipsy-do inside by Wiley will go. He's starting to find his rhythm. 4 points for him. Here's Waller off the glass and good, and a foul. Nice little hang in the air, got around the defender and was able to put it off the glass.
We've seen Waller have a couple of big games here on the FPB Game of the Week this year, and there he just goes strong and uses great body control. See here to hang in there, draw the contact, and finish off the glass. And, you know, it's a 9-point deficit. It's just one of those situations where you keep trying to hang in and hang in. You never know what can happen. Just got to give yourself every opportunity to stay in the game.
And a shot by Schneider. The rebound comes down to Waller as his back is on the floor. He tried to take the charge, didn't get it, and the ball went right to him on the floor. Schneider should have had that one come to him, and a pass here that will go into the backcourt and out of bounds as a turnover. Waller moved out of position as Hurst tried to get it to him. Hurst limping a little bit right now, Glenn.
He's had some issues with health all year long. He's going to come out of the game right now. Don't know if he maybe rolled an ankle. He's been battling leg injuries all season long, replaced by Chase Mahoney.
So Kennedy will trigger. Franklin County in no hurry, it looks here. 6:40 to go. Lee thought about a three, steps inside from 17, rims out. Wiley will go over the back for the foul on Fisher. Wiley's second foul. He's gotten 2 in the last minute and a half of gameplay.
And fortunately for Tommy Johnson, he can go to the bench with more size, a different type of size and player than Wiley with, of course, Chris Roberts. But I think you'll see Wiley set likely for the remainder of the first half.
Lead is 9. Western Hills would like to cut into it here. Into the game for Western Hills is Chase Mahoney. Waller drives, has it taken away, and a charging foul on Waller. He dropped his shoulder a little bit as he plowed into Matthew Lee. Even though Franklin County got the basketball, the official felt there was enough of a foul committed that he needed to blow the whistle.
I think it was definitely a good call, and one of the things to think about there is where was Waller going with the basketball? You've got to run your sets. If you don't have an easy layup in transition or a good shot, run your set, make Franklin County play hard-nosed defense, get your looks that way. You're still in this game. Don't take yourself out of it by trying to force the issue offensively.
A little bit of a battle inside for the basketball. Roberts came up with it after Schneider tried to go inside to him, but he didn't get the shot. Rebound to Western Hills. Three-pointer by Mahoney is no good. Rims out. Only one look for the Wolverines. Only one real possession that they've had more than one look at the basket. Three-pointer by Rowe is no good. Kennedy, another look outside the lead for 3. Too strong, and Fisher the rebound.
2 good looks right there from Lee, and neither one would fall.
Anderson working on Rowe, decides better of it. Brings it back out. 5.5 to go before halftime. Mahoney stays in. He has the basketball left wing. Fisher way outside. Roberts wants to come out and guard him. He does. Reed gets free, and he'll get to the basket, draw the foul. Let's see who they call this on. It may be Lee. It is Matthew Lee, and that is the second foul called on Matthew Lee. 4th foul on Franklin County. Lee and Wiley now with 2 fouls.
And right there, Jim, you run your offense. They were doing a lot of standing around there throughout a lot of that possession for Western Hills, but you start doing some things. You move without the ball. You get the backdoor cut. Reed gets wide open, misses the shot, but was drawing the foul. And of course, now you got to knock down those free throws if you want to stay in the game. A team that struggles offensively, you've got to do a better job at the stripe, and that's going to be a lane violation. So doesn't matter that they gain possession.
Reed knew that he had missed the free throw, and he tried to duck into the lane and pick up the rebound, but he left a little bit early. And that's a lane violation. No free throw for him. Yet to score. They've had a couple of trips now where they could have cut into the lead, and they were unable to do so.
And that's what Jeff Cody talked about. You go 4, 5, 6 possessions without a basket, and then if you give up 2 or 3 in that time, what was maybe a 6 or 7 point game becomes a 14 or 15 point game.
McCaskill a little bit too unselfish, I believe, or too, yeah, that's what I meant to say. He was trying to pass the ball to Roberts, but he had a clear path to the lane and didn't take advantage of it. Western Hills the basketball. Anderson with Rowe on him. And Mahoney gets around. Schneider pulls up off the glass and good. Mahoney from 8 feet. First basket of the night for Chase Mahoney.
Got the lane there on the angle off the bounce and then pulled up softly from about 12 feet, not over-dribbling, over-penetrating, steps up and kisses it softly off the glass.
And Schneider looked a little bit lazy on defense on that play.
And that's what I think if you want to do for your Western Hills, make them play defense in the half court.
Schneider goes to the corner to Rowe, open 3. Doesn't get this one to go, and Waller up for the rebound over McCaskill. McCaskill had position, but Waller wanted it more.
Smart there to not force the issue.
Waller tries to split the defenders, out to Reed for 3. It comes out and did everything but go down around the world and back out of the rim. And Schneider now will drive into the lane and be fouled. Either Anderson or Waller possibly. They're going to give it to Reed. I didn't even see Reed over there on him. But Reed will get his first foul, and that is the 5th foul on Western Hills. I got him down for 4, so does the scoreboard. Schneider, floater in the lane, no good, but Roberts there all day.
Second chance opportunities for Franklin County, just huge here in this first half. Back out to a 9-point lead and now a turnover.
Reed just lost the basketball. McCaskill took it away from him, and coming back down to commit the foul was Anderson. Keaton Anderson's first foul, and McCaskill will go to the free throw line. But we get another look at that on the Gravis McDonald's instant replay. Here's McCaskill coming into your living room. Zavon Reed just basically lost the basketball and put it right into the breadbasket of Lorenzo McCaskill, and the free throw does not go. Neither one of these teams can really shoot free throws. Franklin County on the season just 60%.
Franklin County shoots 48% for the season from the field, but low 60% from the free throw line. They don't shoot the three-pointer particularly well. So do what you do well. Get to the rim. And that's what they've tried to concentrate on doing tonight. Of course, a couple of early threes from Rowe got things going. And now the pressure
by Franklin County, and I think it was Kennedy getting over to knock that one out of bounds. Look at the team rebounds.
7 offensive rebounds for Franklin County.
Just 2 for Western Hills. Rowe is really forcing the issue with Anderson. He's not able to dribble around very much. That count going at all times.
Running the old baseline cut. This is an offense been around forever. Sort of a 1-4 look and try to get that baseline cut, but just defended beautifully right now from Franklin County.
Too hard. Fisher from 15. Rowe gets the basketball, and Fisher quickly down the floor into the passing lane. Rowe tried to go no look to Roberts, didn't see Fisher streaking toward the middle. Here's Hurst working on Rowe, and Rowe picks his pocket. Another turnover. Nice job by Rowe, and Hurst gets back down to knock it away from Rowe. Nice little battle between the guards here.
And a battle that Rowe's been winning throughout this game, but there he gets the rip, and Hurst doesn't give up on it, comes right back down to knock it away, but County will retain possession, have the ball from underneath their own basket.
Chris Roberts coming out, and Tommy Johnson giving him a little bit of a lecture over there as he did come out. I'm not sure what he was unhappy about, but something Chris Roberts did drew the ire of Tommy Johnson. And a walk. They say Rowe picked up his foot before he started his dribble. And if there's been something that's been his weakness this season, he has been called for that several times, trying to get started, maybe the feet working before the brain says, let's go.
It might be because he's so quick. I mean, he's quick as a hiccup with the basketball, and then it's hard for your brain maybe to catch up at times when you're that fast. And he can get a little out of control at times, but for the most part, I think Tommy Johnson likes his energy and speed. And you got to finish there if you want to stay in this basketball game.
Hurst missed the layup. Rowe loses the basketball, got it back, went to the rim, got the bucket, went down, but he'll get the basket nonetheless.
And look what a change in momentum that is right there as they get
wow.
another shot off the glass by Mahoney.
Mahoney comes down.
Instead of you getting a basket, you miss a layup at point-blank range, and then County gets a loose ball pickup, garbage basket on the other end. And you know, that's sort of just a microcosm of the whole year for Western Hills. Just everything going against them. They struggle offensively, and the other team seems to capitalize always.
Rowe
and
for three. Gets
there.
It from the top of the key. Good ball movement by Franklin County. The defense collapsed to the left side. Rowe wide open at the top of the key. Now he has 15 points. Anderson able to save a possession here. Fisher across the way to Waller for three. He'll answer. Doesn't get it. And Schneider walks. He fell down, no pivot foot. That means a walk in Western Hills with some substitutions. Coming in for the Wolverines will be Patrick Foley and also number 20, Dylan Jones. Here's another look at Rowe. McCaskill brings it down to him. He barely saved this. And watch him take the
right
baseline through the legs of Fisher on the Gravis McDonald's instant replay. Great work by the camera crew. As we get to see Rowe at work there.
I guess the replay guy's okay, too. Doug Crow's all right.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. We're like Little League, and he's like NBA.
That's exactly right.
McCaskill was able to help his teammate Rowe get a steal there. Rowe stops from three. Got it. Rowe is feeling it. He's got 18, and the lead is now 16, under a minute to go before halftime. And if you're Ryland Rowe at halftime, you tell every teammate, give me the basketball.
I want the rock.
And a three here by Patrick Foley just into the game. Big shot by Foley. Are they only giving him two on that one?
I thought it was a three, but.
They're only going to give him two on the scoreboard.
Nice entry pass.
Entry pass, good. I believe that shot, who was that?
Schneider, I believe, was
Schneider with the shot there, and he'll get the bucket. And a foul called up top as Rowe tried to strip the ball from Dylan Jones. Jeff Cody going deep into that bench. We haven't seen him go this deep all season.
Just trying to find something that will spark this team here in this late bit of the first half, final 10 seconds. Jones will try to get a shot off here.
6 seconds left. Little shoulder into Franklin County's Samuel Mackey, and a charge called on Keaton Anderson, his second foul. He dropped his shoulder a little bit. I think the right call was made. Schneider picks it up with 5 seconds. Franklin County to Rowe in the corner. Couldn't save it. Hit the sideline, and it's a turnover. It'll be 0.7 left, and Western Hills will be hard-pressed to get one off length of the court.
County a little sloppy there, but really a great first half, especially this final 3.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Shot doesn't go. 32-16. Franklin County has doubled up the Wolverines here. Halftime has arrived. We'll take a look at the highlights and leading scorers when we come back. But Ryland Rowe, it's pretty obvious, leads Franklin County to this halftime lead.
Hey, Pops. How's it going back home?
Well, you know, me and your mom, we're holding it all together.
All in. Sorry, Dad. I gotta run.
One more thing, son. I'm proud of you.
FPB is here for you. Broadband, cable, and local phone. Stay connected for life's special moments.
A safe Frankfort with an improved quality of life. That's what we all want. In order to do that, the Frankfort Police Department is asking for your help in making sure all of our citizens have the sense of security we deserve. Neighborhood Watch, Home Security Surveys, Citizens Police Academy, and Vacation Watch are programs that have been designed to partner the community with law enforcement. We can work together to ensure the safety of all of our citizens. Get involved and help make Frankfort the best that it can be.
Halftime here in the 41st District Tournament at Frankfort's Convention Center. 32-16. Franklin County doubling up on Western Hills here. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. That young man, it's very appropriate. The first highlight is Rylan Rowe coming out of the huddle in the starting lineups because that was the last time he did anything slow in this game.
He has been outstanding. He's knocked down 4 threes, just dominated the contest. And, you know, we knew Western Hills was going to have trouble scoring the basketball. It had to be a low-scoring game. It had to be a game where they took advantage of every opportunity that they were given. They have turned it over too much. They have missed shots, easy shots too easily, and that has really led to a situation to where they're playing catch-up, doubled up right now by Franklin County. This Franklin County team is very, very good, and they're very good when he's good, and Rylan Rowe has absolutely carried his squad here tonight.
Western Hills has tried to do what they can. Their leading scorer, a couple of players with 4 points apiece, Macaulay Hurst and also Chase Mahoney, both with 4. Mahoney, a little bit of a spark coming off the bench in the second quarter, but they cannot negate what this young man has been doing. 18 points for Rylan Rowe, and he leads the Franklin County Flyers. If you're Jeff Cody, what do you tell your team in the locker room at halftime?
I think if I'm Jeff Cody right now, I'll go to my kids and I say, look, we're 3-26. Nobody gave us a chance all year, but you haven't quit on me. Now we've got 16 minutes for the rest of your season.
Absolutely.
And we've got a lot of seniors, 16 minutes for the rest of your life of playing basketball in the green and gold, or excuse me, in the green and gray. Let's go out. Let's do what we can to cut into this deficit right off the bat. Give me all you got for 16 minutes, because that might be the last 16 you have in your career.
We're going to take a break, come back, be ready for the start of the second half next here on FPB Sports.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in your FPB cable service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit FPB online to learn more.
We're ready for the start of the second half here at the Frankfort Convention Center. I'm Jim Tyree along with Glenn Waldrop, as I believe possession arrow will be favoring Franklin County to start the second half. Here are the leading scorers. 2 players with 4 points. That's both Hurst and Mahoney for Western Hills. And
if you don't think
no
momentum
arguing
is
with
huge,
who leads Franklin County.
If you don't think momentum is huge, I made a note back at the 3:52 mark in the first half, in that second quarter. It was 19-12 Franklin County, and Zavon Reed took a 3 out of the corner, the near side here, that went all the way in and out. If that shot goes down, it's 19-15, and you've got momentum. After that moment, a 13-4 run to finish the half. Franklin County just stepped on the gas. That one shot that rims out may have been the difference in that run, and instead now you're down 16.
Loose ball, Cody Waller down the floor to Reed. Layup blocked by Wiley. The length of Wiley, all about that block. Schneider quickly to McCaskill. Layup is no good. It went through. They're just not going to count it, as they say McCaskill was fouled on the floor. So let's take another look here at the block by Wiley on the Gravis McDonald's instant replay. Wow, that young man is long.
That's such good timing, too. He didn't get out of control. He gathered himself, sat his feet, went up to where he wasn't going to make a lot of contact, just put that hand in the shooting lane and got the block. And that's an example with Western Hills. You get a stop and you drive it up, you get a layup, and you get nothing. And, now with Franklin County with the ball, instead of you cutting into it, now the Flyers can add to that 16-point deficit. So, we talked a lot about what Western Hills is not doing. Franklin County doing a good job, and Fisher took a pretty good shot to the head there. And
he took a shot to his eye, may have gotten an errant finger in the eye, and they have had to stop play and let him get looked at. Let me try this again. Here is, it's an elbow from Wiley that caught him right in the eye.
Right in the corner of the eye like that, and, sort of in the temple, corner of the eye area, and that can really, affect your vision. Obviously, it can cause your eyes to water a little bit, so he's going to have to come out of the game and clear his head a little bit.
Nice little give and go. Hurst playing catch with Hatfield. Waller stays in. He didn't start. He started the second half, though. So Waller in there, and Fisher coming out brings Hatfield back in off the bench. Reed tried to make a move, got blocked by McCaskill, and that'll be the first foul on Lorenzo McCaskill.
And this is where if you're Franklin County, you don't let up off the gas. You've really, punished Western Hills, especially the last 3:52 of that first half. Come out here now, try to extend that lead, step on their throat. And if you're Western Hills, you've got to grind it out and take it possession by possession because there's still time. There's a lot of basketball left. You get the kind roll there.
Reed gets his first basket of the night, and it cuts the lead to 14. We'll go inside to Wiley. Defense was soft on him, and he turns around and puts it in. Demetrius Wiley has scored in every quarter. He's got 6.
Well, you've got to get to his chest right there and not allow him to get that deep into the paint, and then you just unforced error, dribble it off the knees. McCaskill now 2-on-1 to Rowe.
Rowe a little bit too unselfish, but it works out. Schneider able to finish the bucket. On the fast break, Hurst dribbles through. No look to Waller, but good defense. Wiley was there, and they have to bring it back out. Hurst turns around, floater good.
Hurst with 6, and great no look there, and it looked like Waller should have just caught it and gone straight up. Didn't, and fortunate for Western Hills that they retained possession enough to get the bucket there.
Wiley had recovered a little bit on that one. Franklin County slows down a bit. Lead is 16, 5:40 and counting left to go here in the third. Now McCaskill goes in off the backboard. It goes, but that won't count. They call the charge on Lorenzo McCaskill. Waller was there to take it. That's really the first time we've seen a Wolverine step in to take that charge.
And you could tell McCaskill was going to the rim from about the top of the key, and it looked a little bit to me like Waller slid under him. But the official said he got there in established position and gets the charge. And now could this be a break for Western Hills trying to cut into the deficit?
Dylan Jones back in. Here's Waller with a layup. Doesn't go. Gets a second chance at it. Gets blocked. Back outside to Hurst. Now set up again. This time McCaskill able to knock the pass away. It'll stay with the Wolverines. Waller will inbound from the baseline, but outside toward the corner. Dylan Jones getting some action tonight. We've not seen him play this much earlier in the season. Glenn.
He is a good little shooter. They may be trying to find a play or two where they get him a down screen where he can pop out and get a look at a 3. Ball screen there and an illegal screen right in front of us. And
Waller sets the illegal screen, and he says something to the official, and he's going to get a technical foul. So Waller with 2 quick ones. He gets the technical and the personal foul. I'm not sure. I saw him turn around and say something to the official, but I'm not sure what he said.
It seemed like maybe he gave him the, the old clap, great call kind of deal. You might get a look at it right here.
He says something right there. The official took umbrage to it, and now Schneider will shoot technical free throws, gets the first.
And happening right in front of us, I don't necessarily agree with the call. I didn't see that to really be an illegal screen, but you got to know the situation. You're down 16, trying to plug away. You can't give up the opportunity there to get yourself in foul trouble, to hurt your team, to give up free throws. And the basketball, of course, they had already lost possession due to the call, but still now County with the chance to make this a 3, 4, or 5-point trip, depending on what happens here.
McCaskill for 3, left corner, no, but Schneider a second chance, and he'll be fouled going to the free throw line. Big swing going the other way. And they're going to call Patrick Foley, for his first foul. And Schneider back to the free throw line. He's quietly turning this quarter into his biggest one. He has 8 points, can get into double figures. If he hits both of these, the first one goes. He is perfect from the line, 5 of 5. Hope I didn't jinx him. Thank goodness. Mrs. Schneider would be giving me a call, I believe. Why'd you jinx my son? Little pressure.
Almost to travel there.
Back out to Jones, all the way to the corner to Reed for 3, and he missed it. Offensive rebound, though, to Foley, and the Wolverines can restart.
Franklin County's extended the lead by 4 here in this third quarter, and I think if you're Western Hills, you got to find a way. Okay, let's get into this to where we cut it down to 12 going into the fourth.
Jones from the elbow is good.
You give yourself a small goal. Okay, we got 4 minutes to cut, 8 points off this deficit, give ourselves a chance in the fourth quarter. If you're Franklin County, you're saying let's just keep extending, and this is the guy to do it.
Rowe for 3. They got him alone. All the way across the floor. Western Hills could not recover on defense. And another 3-point shot means 21 points for Rylan Rowe. Most of those from 3-point territory.
He loves shooting in this gym. It's quite obvious. He has been in fuego here tonight.
Jones gets fouled by Rowe. And Rowe has picked up his first foul of the night. Kennedy and the first appearance of Quentin Brownlee into the game for Franklin County. Schneider and Wiley will sit down. Franklin County going short here. They're a very small team right now, other than Roberts in the middle.
Yeah, this is about as small as they can get. But, McCaskill got some decent size there along with, of course, Kennedy, but not as big as they can be with Wiley, Schneider, and others.
Hatfield back in for Western Hills, has the ball, gives it back out to Jones, and they'll reset. A lot of perimeter players in for the Wolverines right now, which gives Tommy Johnson the chance to go small with his lineup. Hatfield back to Jones, and a different play. Rowe is on Jones, and a blocking foul called on Rowe.
Rowe there in a pretty good position, moving his feet, but the official said he created a little bit of contact, and you could see Dylan Jones after that shot step back and launched a 3, and even though it won't count, he has got some pretty good range, it looks like.
And Western Hills has not hit a 3 tonight. They've shot a few, but have not been able to sink one in an unforced error again as Western Hills turns it over. Dylan Jones couldn't handle the pass on the sideline from Hatfield. Approaching 3:10 left to go, third quarter. Rowe into the lane to Roberts, and a great pass. Rowe still on the floor, but a great pass, and he knows it. Big smile on his face. Roberts finishes. 4 points for Chris Roberts, and the Flyers now starting to put on a show, Glenn.
Biggest lead, 23, and nice strong take by Foley. He's going to pick up the foul.
Hatfield actually taking that.
I'm sorry.
One.
Michael Hatfield, the senior.
Here's a look at Rowe's pass. Watch this. The defense is drawn, and Roberts just finishes.
That is pretty. Roberts runs by and says to Rylan, "Thank you very much, sir. That's a dime for you."
Hatfield's free throw is a rain bringer, but able to get it to go through.
Both of these teams with 8 seniors, which is really hard to believe, of course.
District will be topsy-turvy next season, you would think. All those seniors gone, maybe some balance of power shifting. Second free throw doesn't go for Hatfield. And a charging call. They're going to get Brownlee on this one?
They are going to get Brownlee, and I don't necessarily disagree with the call, but it was a little tardy. It took a while to get the call. It was maybe a pretty good acting job.
Take another look here. A little bit of a push-off right there. And the official calls it, saying the player gained an advantage. Mahoney for 3. Got it! Wow. Chase Mahoney.
He's looked good. 2 little
7
pull-ups
points
off the glass, and there hits the 3. And then right back down, just a missed opportunity. That was Sam Mackey.
Great pass from Rowe again. Mackey couldn't finish the way that Roberts did a moment ago. And a 3-point shot blocked. They blocked Foley. McCaskill got up, got a hand over there, and now Rowe throws it away. Thinking McCaskill was deeper than he actually was. Rowe tried to go to the corner to him, but McCaskill had made his move to the inside.
Well, you can tell McCaskill and Rowe are having some fun right now, and that was one of those fast break opportunities, just sort of a no-look, and Rowe still smiling, having a good time. Tommy Johnson told him, calm down, let's relax out there. It's still, got 10 minutes to play in this game. Let's not go crazy.
Hatfield move inside off the backboard, no good. And a walk. They call Hatfield for shuffling his feet. Tommy Johnson knows the next step in this tournament is not going to be an easy one. You're going to have either the Woodford County Yellow Jackets or Frankfort High, and that's still not going to be an easy game.
Not at all. Coach Hundley does a great job at Woodford County, and we've seen what Nick Barton's done with Frankfort High School. They play extremely hard. They're athletic, and whoever comes out of that bottom part of the bracket to take on what looks to be these Flyers will be a challenge, no question.
Three-pointer by Brownlee is no good, but Samuel Mackey there for the rebound, and Franklin County with another chance. That three a moment ago by Mahoney was the first three of the game for Western Hills. Brownlee, the layup, too hard. Loose ball, Mackey again, and this time Mackey says, I'll just take it myself. First bucket of the night for Samuel Mackey.
The route is on here as County has gone deep in their bench, and they're still
Dylan
extending.
Jones!
And Dylan Jones hits a bomb. We just talked a moment ago. You could tell he's got range.
That was from about 23. He was well behind the three-point line. Dylan Jones with a bomb, and it pulls Western Hills to within 18. Another look as we go to break on FPB Sports.
It will begin at 12 noon Tuesday morning. It will end at 10 Tuesday night. I'm talking about the final day, the last 10 hours of that multi-million-dollar wall-to-wall midwinter clearance at all Kentuckiana locations of Furniture Liquidators. They're celebrating 50 years. Tuesday only from noon till 10 p.m. Final day winter clearance price reductions on everything. Plus, no down payment and no interest for 1 full year, even at final reductions. See the ads from Furniture Liquidators in Monday's Courier-Journal or your local paper.
Latter stages of the third quarter here in Frankfort, 41st District Tournament. Franklin County is well ahead of Western Hills. First game, first action of the district tournament here. Back to action. Franklin County with a basketball. Brownlee thought about a three, now drives in, muscles it up, and it went. That was a excuse me shot. Quentin Brownlee puts it in, first bucket of the night for him.
Western Hills had gone to some full-court pressure to speed it up, and Brownlee definitely sped up, a little out of control, but found the backboard to be friendly.
Western Hills right now definitely perimeter-oriented. Jones thought about it again from 22, but pulled it back in. Hurst working against the 2-3 zone of the Flyers. Mahoney wanted somebody to move and finally able to find Hurst, but way outside. Mahoney drives, spin move. Probably not the shot you should take there over Schneider, and it doesn't go. Pass inside, Mackey. Nice job of getting it to Kennedy. Back to Mackey, and it's a foul call, but nice passing inside by Franklin County. Kennedy got blocked. They're able to get it back.
That was great ball movement there, and she said right at the end of this play, you see the nice extra pass. Kennedy gets it blocked by Hatfield, stays with it, and then nice strong move taking it to the basket there by Mackey.
It's the first one to go.
The first free throw.
3 points for him. First trip to the line tonight for Samuel Mackey. I think he's one of those seniors, is he not?
He is indeed.
And the second one goes as well. Hurst all the way. Layup
nice
good.
Take.
Right now, though, I believe Franklin County not trying to force any issues. Long shot from the three-quarter spot of the floor by Schneider doesn't go. Franklin County opens it up a bit. It's a 20-point lead, 51-31 over Western Hills.
It's morning, a new day, and the road ahead stretches before you with endless possibilities. You could have an adventure, beat the bad guys, fall in love. Anything can happen. And because anything can happen, that's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Sturm Insurance, proudly representing Westfield in Frankfort.
This game is also brought to you by Sturm Insurance, supporting Frankfort's future and local schools for over 30 years.
This week's game is also brought to you in part by Classic Gold Master Jewelers. Art carved class rings are available right here in town by Classic Gold Master Jewelers at 859 East Main. Also by Family Dental Center. We love to make you smile. And by the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce. Please buy local and support businesses that support our children's future.
51-31, Western Hills trailing by 20. First round of the 41st District Tournament. Jim Tyree and Glenn Waldrop with you here from the Frankfort Convention Center. Western Hills starts on offense. Hurst to Reed, who's back into the game. Little motion out top. Franklin County's handling it fairly well. Jones Boy thought about 24-footer with somebody in his face. Reed goes up against Roberts, and Roberts got him, and he got him with the body. I know he doesn't think he did, but there was some contact there, Glenn.
Well, when you're that big, too, I mean, you go with a big sweeping motion down, you're going to get some attention, and you could tell it got across the arm there. Another look coming right at you. Chris Roberts, known for his prowess on the football field, has had a nice season this year. And again, I think it shows a lot of maturity by Chris, understanding his role. It's not to really step out and try to create a lot. It's be around the basketball, rebound, do the dirty work, get the garbage buckets, and he's done that. He really has given Tommy Johnson a nice little flavor of his game there to complement the rest of his teammates.
Turnover, and Reed will finish the play. Zavon Reed, he had a lane violation called on the second free throw, but he is able to finish a turnover there. Schneider the other way, got up over everybody and got a bucket.
It's a great take, and you could feel the energy picking up a little bit in the building here for Western Hills, and quickly Franklin County squashes that as Schneider just goes coast to coast.
Long shot, Dylan Jones. That was a rain bringer. It didn't go through. Quickly, Franklin County down the floor. McCaskill, what a play. Such a quick stop and move to the basket. And McCaskill with 6.
McCaskill's had a quiet night, but he just provides such athleticism in the open floor, and he's so strong, and he really complements Rowe well when they can run the floor together. They provide a real thunder and lightning opportunity for this Franklin County team.
Normally McCaskill averaging 14.3 points per game in the season, so he is well under his average. Reed working on Roberts, trying to find some way to put it up, and Schneider takes the ball, lets it go through his hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolverines, and he knows, man, I messed up there.
Good job by Roberts not fouling there. And I think it's one of those situations where when you read, as soon as you catch that ball, go up immediately. Don't worry about a block shot. You got to attack. Maybe draw the foul, if nothing else, and give your teammates or yourself a chance to go to the line with no time going off the clock and try to cut into this deficit. But not a time to play timid.
Reed looks to Hatfield, to Hurst. And Hurst from behind the screen drops the 3 down.
Macaulay Hurst, having one of his better scoring games that we've seen all season long, gets a deflection there.
And trying to save it is Hatfield, running into the scorer's table. Took out one of the barriers, trying to fix it himself. Now he's going to go serve
he got
some popcorn,
too.
I think.
He did it all. But, Hurst hits the big 3, gets a deflection, almost a steal. And this is what Jeff Cody was talking about in the pregame. He said, these kids won't quit. And, yes, we have trouble scoring the basketball, but we don't ever stop with our effort. I think he really has appreciated that this year in his first year. The wins and losses haven't been there, but, man, this bunch really giving the effort every night.
Inside, knocked away. Hatfield gets in front of Roberts,
nice.
Behind the back, to the basket, and fouled. Let's see who they give it to, but nice job by Michael Hatfield. And they're going to go with Matthew Lee committing his 3rd foul. Watch this. He knocks the ball away and just all the way down the floor, a little fancy dribble, and gets to the free throw line. Michael Hatfield, 3 points, but a chance to add to that right now. You see the score and the time behind Hatfield's right shoulder. This is the free throw. He's 1 of 3 now. He'll get a 4th attempt on the night.
And when you look at a team like Western Hills that only averages about 48.5, 49 points per game, you've got to really make hay where you can at the line and around the basket. You can't miss those opportunities. And you know, just another example of where they've struggled this year. Just, you know, it's, you can play as hard as you want and play great defense, but you have got to find a way to get some consistent scoring, and that's where they've lacked this year. And what about Roberts quickly attacking on the other end?
Got way up, too. Reed now will attack the basket. Missed the layup. Schneider the rebound. Only one look. Western Hills with this perimeter-oriented team on the floor right now. They only get one chance at the basket. McCaskill gets the bucket and the foul. They're going to call Hatfield for the block. Thought he got there, but he leaned just a little bit to get the contact.
McCaskill just almost avoided it and threw it up left-handed, and it looked like he was going to try to shoot it right-handed. At the last minute, went ahead and flipped it up with the left-handed, and Lorenzo gets the hoop and the harm, misses the free throw there.
They almost forgot to block him out. He almost had the rebound. It came right back to him, but Mahoney able to step in front of him. Here's a little 12-footer by Reed. It goes down.
Nice ball fake and in the one-step dribble in to give himself room for the jumper.
Deflected by Reed on the inbounds pass, and a 30-second timeout called by Tommy Johnson. Just to reset things, a 19-point lead, 4:53 to go. Back in a moment on FPB Sports.
Hey, Pops. How's it going back home?
Well, you know, me and your mom, we're holding it all together.
All in.
Sorry, Dad. I gotta run.
One more thing, son. I'm proud of you.
FPB is here for you. Broadband, cable, and local phone. Stay connected for life's special moments.
Here's a look at the bracket in the 41st District Basketball Tournament on the boys' side. Franklin County with that 1 seed, Western Hills the 4. That's the game we're in now. And then Woodford County and Frankfort should be a fun one. The run out on the other end to Rowe, layup good. That's a set play out of the timeout.
Well, I really like what Tommy Johnson did right there. It was a 19-point game, 4.5. Or near 4.5 to play. Let's go ahead and attack where we can. A nice play call. Nice putback there by Hatfield.
Yeah, Hatfield goes at it.
Well, Tommy Johnson just did a nice job there. And then that's a situation that you can teach. You're up 19. You're really just trying to salt this game away, and he's really working on his teammates, right, or his kids right now, Tommy Johnson. Rowe just went up and tried to catch that with one hand. Didn't need to. Go up with two hands and secure the basketball. Now Roberts going to come out of the game, and Tommy Johnson was upset with Chris Roberts there at the end of that play, and I'm not sure.
That's about twice now that he's really gave Roberts the riot act, and he gives him a stare down at the end of that one as Roberts walks over. Western Hills, Anderson back in. He'll attack, go against the glass, no good. Wiley the rebound. The pressure on Wiley, but he gets it across to Mackey. And now the offense set. Tommy Johnson calls the play. Schneider ready to go at it with him. Rowe. Schneider driving to the lane. Mahoney fell down and just reached out and grabbed Schneider as he went by him. Mahoney lost his footing. First foul on Chase Mahoney, and Schneider will go to the line now that Franklin County is in the bonus.
And Schneider, one of the best free throw shooters on the team at nearly 80%. You mentioned they don't shoot the ball particularly well from the line, but Schneider is their best free throw shooter.
That's why you saw him shoot the technical free throws
right on cue.
Yeah, nice way to jinx him.
Thank you.
Miss Schneider can call you, sir. 4 minutes to go in this one.
Shooter.
Here's Anderson. Western Hills stops from the free throw line, and it bounces in.
Keaton Anderson has struggled tonight. The pressure bothered him early on from these guards, especially Rowe out top, and now full court pressure from Western Hills.
Struggled so much, that's his first basket of the night. Franklin County taking their time, and can you blame them? The lead is at 17, although it's the smallest it's been in a long time.
Well, they're just going to run their offense, get space in here, a lot of back cuts, a lot of screens away from the ball, and
Schneider to
open
the rim,
lanes.
and he gets it to Rowe. Rylan Rowe again. what vision he has in the half court.
We've talked about his ability to score the basketball, but he's a solid point guard. If he would occasionally make the easy play and not the spectacular opportunity at passing, it's unlimited, his ceiling. I think he can be one of those players at the next level that could be a very good point guard. See here, he just gathers the ball in and gives the nice bounce pass right in the spot. But, if just make the routine play routinely with the passes, and he's got an opportunity to be good.
Western Hills shot a 3. It went over the backboard. Now Franklin County on the run again. Wiley across. McCaskill tried to dunk. Probably the wrong decision. And on the rebound, Reed trying to save it in. Stepped on the baseline. And we have a timeout. Tommy Johnson calls the timeout. With 2:56 to go, Franklin County will have the basketball in a 19-point lead when we return here on FPB Sports.
It's illegal.
It's unsafe.
It kills.
Twice before this season, these two teams have faced each other. Franklin County won both of those. They won by 13, Mac, on January the 10th, and that was at Western Hills. And then won by 29 when it was at Franklin County on the last day of January. Right now they enjoy a 19-point lead, make it 21, as Ryan Schneider on cue almost goes into the lane, shoots a little 6-foot running shot, and that goes. And Ryan Schneider now, he has got 16 points for Franklin County. Zavon Reed, a 3, too hard. A really weird-looking shot. And
Nice
McCaskill
crossover.
to Wiley, lost it out of bounds. Tommy Johnson just looks up at the roof here at the Frankfort Convention Center and wonders, why me? Why me? Watch this one go right off the chest. Wiley got his hands up anyway.
That was a great move in the open floor there by Lorenzo McCaskill. And again, he and Rowe both really having fun out there and playing with a lot of energy and, just occasionally trying to make that spectacular play. And in a game when you're up by 21, you can do that. But
it's going to be a little tougher next step. Waller drive inside, out to Fisher from 12, good. That's almost automatic with Kyle Fisher.
Fisher, when he gets his feet set, very, very solid in there. You can see he didn't even have to jump off the floor, just caught it, put it right up from the baseline.
4 points for Kyle Fisher. Western Hills would have needed a bucket more from him. A bucket load more points, that is. Rowe, a jump shot on the baseline, and he'll be fouled. And they're going to call, I believe, Willie Walker for the foul.
One of those
made
seniors.
His first appearance into the game. Rowe will go to the line to shoot, I think, just the 1-and-1 here. They're going to call the foul before Rowe went up with the shot. So Rowe will get one, and then if he makes it, he'll get another. It is good, and it doesn't make any difference. He'll get 2 free throws.
What a night has he had, huh?
You got to wonder if he gets on a streak here, what kind of damage that Franklin County might be able to do in the 11th region. You look at their record, they're 14-11 coming into this one, but still, can Ryland Rowe get on that kind of streak that you see players hit during tournament time?
I think this Franklin County team is very dangerous. Obviously, Scott County is excellent in the 11th region. There's a lot of other good teams in this region, of course, but Scott County's the class, and then from there, you never know. And this Franklin County team has enough size to compete down low. They obviously have good guard play. Just got to, maybe take care of the ball a little bit better.
3 by Fisher.
But, County is a team I would be very skittish in playing. Nice catch there by Roberts.
He's athletic, that's for sure. Brownlee out top. 80 seconds remaining now.
You'll see a lot of seniors leaving the floor for the last time here for Western Hills. We saw Macaulay Hurst go out a minute ago.
Shot missed from the outside by Brownlee, but Matthew Lee chases it down. He'll go in, and blocking foul called on Waller. That's foul number 4 on Corey Waller. And Lee will be going.
Fifth. He did have the technical foul.
That's right. Technical foul counts as a personal, so he'll have to sit down. And Cody Waller, I believe, one of those seniors.
Yeah, Fisher will leave the game with 1:03 left, and young man, you talk about effort every single night. He gave it to you, and you could tell he's emotional over there. And it's tough, even though, you come in here and you're the 4 seed, you've only won 3 games this year, and you're playing the 1 seed. You know what your type of battle you've got on your hands, but yet you still believe inside that, hey, this is our season, this is our chance, we can do it. And 8 seniors on that team been playing together a long time, and look, he even got the fat.
He got the big hand up there, yeah.
But very popular young man, getting a hug from all of his teammates, and this is hard. This is one of those milestone moments. This is your last time to wear your jersey, come out and play as a team, and of course Franklin County will earn the right to move on at least 2 more games now after this one.
Matthew Lee, first points of the night. He's played a long time, and those 2 free throws, first points for him. Under a minute to go now, and we can start talking about Franklin County moving on and playing the winner of tomorrow night's game, which will be a kick ball here by Kennedy. That'll be Frankfort and Woodford County, and no matter who comes out of that game, Glenn, it's going to be a much tougher contest for Franklin County than what they've had here tonight.
No question. But Franklin County's been playing some of their best basketball. They have played a very good schedule, and it's all building for this opportunity to make a run. And with the 11th Region Tournament being here in this building, the familiarity that comes with that, the comfort zone that you're in. You've seen the sight lines in here now. You've shot. You know what it's like on this floor with the lighting. Like I said, I would not relish the chance of playing Franklin County in a one-and-done situation in here. Of course, they're going to play somebody in the finals, either Woodford or Frankfort High, but then that 11th Region Tournament looming.
And with the 8 seniors, you have depth on your team. Here's Brownlee. It's blocked. And a foul called. I think they're going to get 22. Nope. Brownlee? I'm not sure that's Brownlee.
I'm not sure how he picked up a foul there. But when you mentioned the depth,
they're going to call a charge.
You mentioned the depth with 8 seniors, but then you add Kennedy as a sophomore, of course Snyder with his great play as a junior. This team from Franklin County's got depth.
5 seconds remaining. Turnover. Loose ball. Picked up. Buzzer sounds. Nobody else will add points to the board, and the final score will be a 20-point victory for Franklin County. 69-49. We'll wrap things up when we come back.
When the Sealy factory's backed up with extra inventory, guess where they go to move it? Mattress and More. Right now during our Sealy closeout event, get limited quantity Sealy sets for pennies on the dollar. And when they're gone, they're gone. Special purchase pillow top queen sets, $2.99. Sealy with gel cooling foam queen sets, $3.97. And save over $800 on Sealy Plus Euro pillow top queen set, $4.98. Plus get up to 60 months interest free with free same-day delivery. Ends Monday at Mattress and More.
David Tolles is killing our service department. What's his secret?
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. David Tolles will be that man. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. Would you take your car to anyone else? David Tolles Auto Pro on Duncan Road.
69-49, Franklin County advances in the 41st District Tournament. Let's move to the player of the game, brought to you by Frankfort Plant Board. Our youth, our community, FPB, serving our Frankfort. Player of the game is none other than Rylan Rowe. How can it not be? This young man with an unbelievable night. 25 points, And he was our spotlight player for a reason, Glenn.
Well, and we talked about the fact that he gets to the rim, his defense sets the tone. What we didn't talk about was his ability to shoot the three. We thought that's the one thing he really struggled. He came out tonight, 5 3-pointers, dominated all facets, 25 points, well-deserved player of the game, and will push his teammates on to that finals of the district tournament where they'll take on either Woodford County or Frankfort High. And, of course, more importantly, you get a chance. You get a seat at the table in the 11th Region Tournament by advancing to the finals. And, then, of course, that tournament right here in the capital city at the Frankfort Convention Center.
And that will be a very important thing for our local teams. Let's take a look at the scoring as we wrap things up. 25 for Ryland Rowe, 16 for Ryan Schneider, 8 points for Lorenzo McCaskill, 6 apiece for Chris Roberts and Demetrius Wiley, 4 for Samuel Mackey, 2 for Matthew Lee, and 2 for Quentin Brownlee. For Western Hills, they'll end their season led by Macaulay Hurst. He had 11 points, the only player in double figures, but nicely spread out tonight among the Wolverines. 7 points for Zavon Reed, 7 points for Chase Mahoney, 7 points for Kyle Fisher, 6 points for Michael Hatfield, 5 for Dylan Jones, 2 apiece for Patrick Foley and Corey Waller, and also Keaton Anderson. That's a look at the scoring. 69-49, your final score. Franklin County moves on to face the winner of Frankfort and also Woodford County in the next game of the 41st District Tournament. We'll be there. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm Jim Time for Glenn Waldrop and the entire FPB crew. Until our next action here at the 41st District Tournament, have a good evening.